Look at it this way. A 1,000-pound steer uses 1,000 gallons of petroleum. That is enough fuel to power the average car for more than a year. Every quarter-pound hamburger sold for 99 cents uses $8.50 in water and another 50 cents in petroleum. That doesn't cover the energy to cook it, or the labor to prepare it, or packaging. I think by now you can see how heavily our government, with your money, subsidizes the meat industry. Okay, we have solved the water crisis and global warming, but what about America's health crisis? Okay, here is my proposal. I would not want to see legislation dictating what Americans can and cannot eat. I propose that we let the free market system work. Let's pull all the government subsidies off of beef, pork, poultry, fish, and the egg industries. And while we're at it, we should also include the alcohol and tobacco industries. Now let's divert all that money into a universal health care system for all Americans. This will in time produce a huge dividend to solving our health care crisis. By removing the subsidies off of meat, most Americans would eat far less of it. It is simple economics. If Americans had to pay $90 a pound, eating meat would go out of style. A hamburger costing $24 might not have the appeal that it does now. An affordable veggie burger might look far more appetizing. Eating meat is just as healthy as smoking cigarettes. Just like the tobacco industry will never admit their products cause lung cancer, the animal food producers will never admit that their products can cause colon, breast, prostate, pancreatic, esophageal, and many other cancers. They will never admit that their products lead to diabetes, high blood pressure, obesity, osteoporosis, arterial sclerosis, and heart attacks. The fact is that eating meat is directly related to all these maladies. The science is in. If you want to increase your odds on a long and healthy life, cut the animal products out of your diet. A whole foods, plant-based diet is the proven way to avoid the diseases listed above. A really good book on the subject is The China Study by T. Campbell, Ph.D. of Cornell University. There is another component to this story. While we are feeding 80 to 90% of our grains to produce obese animals for food, approximately 60 million people will starve to death on this planet this year. 40 million of those will be children. This can only be described as a crime against humanity and another cost of our meat-eating diet. How severe is this problem? You might be walking down the aisles of your favorite store today thinking everything looks fine. All the shelves are full. I see no problem because of freshwater shortages here. Well, let's look a little further. At current water usage, water experts claim that by 2017, the water levels in Lake Mead will drop to the point that hydroelectric production will end. By 2021, Lake Mead will run dry. The ramifications from this will be disastrous. Electrical power shortages throughout the Southwest. Water for irrigating crops in Arizona and Southern California will be severely impaired. The ripple effects will be felt across this nation. The next domino to fall will be the Olagala Reservoir. It once contained more water than all 5 Great Lakes combined. It is the lifeblood of the Midwestern United States. At the rate we are pumping it dry, it will be gone in another 10 to 20 years, leaving the central region of the United States a giant dust bowl. As you can see by now, we have to make a change in the ways we deal with our fresh water supplies. Change is coming whether we like it or not. It is up to us to decide what those changes will look like. In the end, all the water-saving devices we can use in and out of our homes will only slow down the inevitable disaster. The only real answer to these problems is addressing the issue of the biggest waster of fresh water, the production of animal-based foods. Choosing a diet low in animal products will secure America's water needs for generations to come. Think one person cannot make a difference? If one American changes from a meat eater to a vegan, In 1 year, that person alone will have saved 1,350,800 gallons of water. That is why my family and I choose to be vegan. It is our way of helping humanity deal with the issues of global water crisis, global warming, and America's health crisis. Please join with us in demanding that the subsidies for alcohol, tobacco, and all animal food products be stopped. Government subsidies should never be used to harm Americans or destroy their children's future.